cameras are remarkably useful as visual aids, actually. Around my neck I've got a pair of spectacles which are rather unusual. In one eye, in the right eye, there's a 12 times magnifying lens. The other eye has just got plain plastic in it. In order to use that, I have to hold things just about at the tip of my nose. I don't see the details, but I do see the general shape, and that actually, I've often wondered, maybe sometimes helps with photography. I'm not really into just record shots. I'm trying to look for something that is just that little bit special. Of course, more recently, I've had the grandchildren, and so record shots of the grandchildren have also been quite a lot of fun. But I think the main driver most recently has been to try and create images which are just that little bit interesting. For instance, I was walking along the Regent's Canal in London one day and I spotted a pattern of light between two bridges which made a wonderful shadow shape on the canal. I'm also very keen on sculpture and architecture, things typically that are rather large and don't move very fast. I enjoy finding a photographic angle to show that work off to the best effect. Most of the others that people like tend to be my close-up shots of flowers. They're important for me too, because I'm able with my camera to get in close to detail on flowers which I've never seen with my normal sight. The camera makes it possible to see things quite differently. One of my favourite photos is close to here at a place called Charnwood Water, which is a now abandoned brickworks, and so it's the old clay pit for the brickworks which have been flooded. Caught a lovely shot of a mother swan rather awkwardly posed on one leg with her cygnets not being terribly impressed, just on the bank by her. I've been quite lucky in the sense that I've been able to come to terms with the loss of my sight over a long period. It started when I was born, but when I was 20 I still had enough sight that I could use a conventional camera, and after a while it became far too hard for me, so I just gave up. It was round about 2000 when I discovered that by holding up magnifying spectacles to the large LCD screen on the back of the camera, I could, with some certainty, what I was going to shoot. And then, this is the real killer, back on my computer I had a piece of software which allowed me to magnify the screen as much or as little as I wanted. A lot of people with disabilities of all kinds do things that initially surprise people. They may need a little adaptation, they may need a little initial help and maybe a little initial training, but those of us with disabilities, those of us with visual disabilities, we can do all sorts of things that might initially surprise you, but when you sit back and think about it, why not? Because I've got the camera with me, I look so much more carefully at the world around me than I would any other way. It's made that big difference, and that's really why I'm so pleased and grateful for what photography has done for me. The lot in that direction is a reasonably long walk away, so you probably don't want to